Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session, reproduction in animals. In the last class we have discussed about the sexual reproduction, that is the human reproductive system and the parts and functions in detail we have discussed. So let us recall and further proceed. So here the fertilization, the male reproductive organ is the testis, the female reproductive organ is the ovary. The male reproductive organ produce the male gametes, sperms, and the female reproductive organs, ovary, produce ovum. Okay, in the female reproductive system only one ovum is produced in a month after maturation. Okay, during the fertilization the ovum reach the fallopian tube as soon as it is produced. If the sperms are available, then the process of fertilization takes place. During the process of fertilization, out of millions of sperms, only one sperm makes its entry into the ovum and fertilize the ovum. Okay. The first step in the process of reproduction is the fusion of a sperm and an ovum. When the sperms come in contact with an egg, one of the sperm may fuse with the egg, and such a fusion of the egg and the sperm is called fertilization. During fertilization, what happens? During fertilization, the nuclei of the sperm and the egg fuse to form a single nucleus. So this results in the formation of a fertilized egg, or it is also called a zygote. Okay. So this the process of fertilization is the meeting of an egg cell from the mother and a sperm cell from the father. So the new individual inherits some characteristics from the mother and some of the characters from the father. So for example, if you look at your brothers or sisters, see if you can recognize some characteristics in them similar to those of your mother or your father. Okay, the fertilization which takes place inside the female body, it is called internal fertilization. Okay, what is internal fertilization? The fertilization which takes place inside the female organism, it is called internal fertilization. Internal fertilization occurs in many animals, including humans. Okay, further examples like cows, dog, hen, even in the insects also this internal fertilization takes place. Okay children, and in many animals the fertilization takes place even outside the body of the female also. In these animals the fertilization takes place in the water. So for example, you can take lower vertebrates like fishes, amphibians means frogs, and earthworms, annelids. Okay, this external fertilization takes place. So in today's class we are going to discuss about this external fertilization, how it takes place. So actually during the spring season or rainy season, frogs and toads move to the ponds and slow flowing streams. When the male and female come together in water, the female lays eggs in hundreds. Unlike the hen's egg, the frog's eggs is not converted by covered by a shell, and it is comparatively very delicate, the frog's egg, and a layer of jelly holds the eggs together and provides a protection to the eggs. Okay, so let us are you ready children? Let us know about the metamorphosis and the life cycle of a frog. One activity is given, the activity number 3, observation of resemblances in parents and children. Okay, so divide your class into 4 or 5 groups. See such that all groups have at least 5 to 6 members. The collect photos of the parents of all the members. Now compare the faces of your friends with their parents. So see what parts of your friend's face resemble his or her mother or father. So this is the table. Okay, you can compare the different organs. So here what is the activity name? Observation of resemblances in parents and children. So as we have discussed that, when you look at your brothers or sisters also, you can recognize some characters in them similar to those of their mother or your father. Okay, so this activity is very interesting. Okay, you can compare the characters resemble the mother, resemble the father. The characters resembling with other family members also, like grandfather, grandmother. Okay, so you can compare ears, eyes, nose, eyebrows, okay, height, the face cuts. So everything, very close resemblances you can list out, and that's the reason why during the sexual reproduction the characters passed from parents to the children, that is called heredity. The subject which deals with this is called genetics. Okay, very interesting subject. Okay, we'll study in the higher classes. Okay children, this activity you can perform, and you can fill the table and show to your subject teacher. Next, fertilization outside the body. It is called external fertilization. We know that it is necessary for the sperm and ovum to come together for fertilization. So in some animals the fertilization takes place inside the body of the female, while in others it takes place outside her body. The process of fertilization that occurs outside an organism's body is called external fertilization. Okay, for example, frog, fish, earthworm. So here the life cycle of frog. Okay, in your textbook the activities are given. So a project work is allotted. So you divide the class into groups and take the responsibility and complete the project. Here directly I am giving the clues and the result. Okay, but you have to follow the steps given in the textbook. Okay children, so here what happens means in the spring season or rainy season the female frog lays hundreds of eggs, and these frogs eggs are very delicate, transparent, not covered by the shell. Okay, a layer of jelly holds the eggs together, okay, in groups like this. You can see the eggs. Okay, these are all the eggs. Okay, and as the eggs are laid, the male deposits sperms over them. So each sperm swims randomly in water. Sperms swim randomly in water with the help of its long tail. The sperms come in contact with the eggs. This results in the fertilization. This type of fertilization, in which the fusion of male and female gametes takes place outside the body of the female, is called external fertilization. It is very common in aquatic animals such as fish, frog, starfish. Okay, in these animals. So do you know, visit some ponds or slow flowing streams during the spring or rainy season, and look out for the clusters of eggs, frogs eggs floating in water. Write down the color and size of the eggs in your notes. And you know, why do this fish and frog lay eggs in hundreds, whereas A hen lays only in one egg at a time. Do you know this? Why? Because, so you have to think all this. Why there is only one egg is produced in the human beings? Why a dog or a cat give birth to 3 or 4 puppies and kittens at a time? Okay, polyembryony, that is. So here, though these animals lays eggs in hundreds, though these aquatic animals lays eggs in hundreds and release millions of sperms, all the eggs do not get fertilized and develop into new individuals. This is because the eggs and sperms get exposed to water movements, wind and rainfall, and also there are some animals in the pond which may feed on eggs. So that's why the production of large number of eggs and sperms is necessary to ensure fertilization of at least a few of them. So this is the interesting phenomenon seen in the lower vertebrates. Okay, so let us see the life cycle of the frog. The young ones of some animals resemble their parents and some do not when they emerge from eggs. Such animals undergo a process called metamorphosis. What is that process? A process called metamorphosis. So metamorphosis is a transformation of the shape of body occurs during development over a period of time, and only then they begin to resemble their parents. Okay, this process is called metamorphosis. The fish like larvae of frog, they are called tadpoles. Actually they resemble the fish. Tadpoles are the larvae of a fish. What is metamorphosis? Metamorphosis is nothing but the process of conversion of the tadpole into adult. It undergoes several changes. So all those changes together called as metamorphosis. Okay, you see. So this is the adult frog. See how many. Okay, the larvae doesn't resemble the adult frog. It is fish-like. It possesses tail. It swims. Okay. See, this is. They are not the baby fishes. They are larvae of a frog, tadpoles. So they undergo changes and they become the baby frog and finally become the adult. So this is called, these changes together named as a metamorphosis. Okay. Next, there are 4 stages in the life cycle of frog. What are those 4 stages? The first stage is egg. A frog begins life as a fertilized egg. A female frog lays a lot of eggs at one time in a pond. Okay. The eggs float on water in a jelly mass or clusters. The eggs will soon hatch into tadpoles. Okay. A frog begins its life as a fertilized egg. Actually, frog lays eggs separately, female frog, and the male frog discharge spermatozoa. So these spermatozoa fertilize the egg. Each only one sperm can enter into one egg and the fertilization completes. So these fertilized eggs will be forming or float on the water in the form of jelly mass or clusters. Okay. The second stage is these eggs will hatch into the second stage, larval stage, that is called tadpoles. Okay. So here the clusters of eggs. The egg will form the embryo after fertilization. The eggs hatch to form tadpoles. These tadpoles showing the characteristics: they breathe with the help of external gills, they possess tail, the tail keeps on growing, and hind limbs will appear. These are the changes during the metamorphosis. Okay, and it lives from the food stored in the tail, and the frog legs appear, then the tail becomes shorter, then it becomes the young frog. Okay, food habits, it's okay, everything will change. So that is called metamorphosis. Okay, for this purpose a hormone is produced that is called thyroxine hormone, which helps in the metamorphosis of larva into adult. Okay, so let us see about the second stage, tadpole. When the tadpole hatches, the egg hatch to release the tadpole, it looks more like a fish than a frog. It does not have any legs. It has gills that allow it to breathe underwater, and the tadpole swims and eats plants. It is a herbivore. Okay, and algae from the stagnant water or the moving water, and grows for several weeks. So here you see the image once again, the eggs fertilized, then release larvae. The larvae is called tadpole. The froglet, it is also called the froglet after developing the small limbs. Okay, it will undergo the metamorphosis to form the adult frog. Okay, what is the larva of frog? Called tadpole. How does it resemble? It resembles the fish, young fish. It swims in the water with the help of tail. The tail contains the reserved food material. By using that, it slowly grows in few weeks. Okay. During the larval stage, tadpole stage, it breathes with the help of external gills. Next, there are 4 stages in the life cycle as we are discussing. So the first stage is egg, second stage is tadpole. Now the stage 2, tadpole, will undergo metamorphosis. What are the changes during the metamorphosis? During the metamorphosis time, the tadpole starts to develop lungs, so it will be able to breathe out of the water when it becomes a frog. Okay, the external gills slowly disappear and it develops the lungs. The tadpole also starts to grow 2 hind limbs. First hind limbs are developed. Now it can leap. It can leap around instead of only swimming. Okay, leaping movement or hopping movement will be started. Although the tadpole is starting to look a little more like a frog, it still has very long tail. Okay, though it is called the froglet, though it resembles the young frog, it resembles, but the tail will be still present. A very long tail is present. Okay, so the changes which are taking place, the conversion of the external gill respiration, branchial respiration into the pulmonary respiration, slowly lungs are developed inside. Okay, so because it will, as we know that a frog is a amphibian, it can live on land and in water. Especially the frog depends on water at the time of reproduction. At the time of reproduction. Next, the third stage is the young frog. The third stage is the young frog. So the stage 1 eggs, stage 2 fertilized eggs hatch into tadpole larva. The tadpole larva undergoes the metamorphosis. During metamorphosis, it converts into young frog. Okay, in the young frog, the tadpole grows 2 front legs. Its long tail becomes shorter and shorter. It slowly start disappearing. The tadpole uses the nutrients stored in its tail as food. So until its tail is completely gone, it doesn't need anything else to eat because reserved food material is present in the tail region. So then just a little stump of its tail is left, and the tadpole is a now young frog, converted into young frog. Now it start hopping. First only hind limbs are formed, leaping movement. Now it hops right out of the water and onto dry land for the first time. The young frog come out of water. The frog is still very small. It is still very small. Then its food habit also change. It converts into a carnivore. It start feeding on small insects. Okay. Next, the stage 4, adult frog. The frog's tail will eventually disappear completely, and it start to eat insects instead of plants from the water or algae. The young frog will grow for about 2 to 4 years to become an adult. The adult frogs then lay their eggs and more tadpoles hatch and begin the life cycle again. Okay. So now the frog has become adult. You see here. Okay, first egg, fertilized embryo, the tadpole, then two-legged tadpole larva, here only tail. During the metamorphosis, this is the metamorphosis from the tadpole to froglet. What are the changes? First tadpole with only tail, then the tadpole with 2 hind limbs, then the tadpole with 4 legs, then a froglet with short tail. During this tadpole stage, it respires with the help of external gills, and once it reaches the froglet stage, lungs are developed, then it start coming out of water and finally develops into an adult frog. Okay, once again the life cycle begins. So this is the life cycle of a frog. What type of fertilization? External fertilization. Okay, I hope you understood, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.